You've said there is really spot on. She's had some nice moments of being in a great rhythm, starting to feel very competent on a tennis court, especially in regards to her serve. That I mentioned to her was that one of the best interventions to make sure that you keep yourself in check if you were to feel arrogant is to say thank you, express gratitude. It takes a little bit of humility to express gratitude. So what are some other...
Bill, do you think that she is arrogant at all? Do you see any arrogance in her? Do you see her being disrespectful to other people, that kind of thing?
Not at all. It's interesting, though. It's interesting when I mentioned to her that is a good antidote should she fear that she's becoming arrogant, then she readily accepted that. She thought that was a good thing, and it made her happy to be able to say thank you. Because we practiced the thing where she was on the court with another girl, and she would hit a great shot, and she and her high school coach and I would make sure that we clapped and looked right at her when she hit great shots, and then she practiced saying thank you, and I think that really helped her.
I'm just going to tweak that a little bit.
Okay.
That is, thank you is more connecting with her essence, that she is owning what she is doing. Because the self-doubt can, in the negative pole, can have her focusing only on her weaknesses instead of her strengths. And what we want to help people who have self-doubt is that it's okay to appreciate your strengths. That and saying thank you reinforces that you have that strength. So you're sending that message to your body as well. But it's also respecting the person who said thank you. So she's kind of just self-conscious about herself at that moment, that she isn't thinking that about the other person at all, which she is probably the kind of person that is respectful of other people. So when you tell her, when you say thank you, you're showing respect to the person who just complimented you.
Yeah, that's a nice tweak. That's excellent. The other way it expresses itself, too, is that when she hits a great shot, then she also thinks about maybe how her opponent is feeling at that time, and she doesn't want her opponent to feel bad. I took them through a little exercise called I Don't Care. I don't care how you feel because your feelings are your business. I manage my feelings. You manage your feelings. We're two complete and whole individuals. So I'm going to give you as many opportunities to feel bad as I can so that you can be stronger in your side.
I like that.
Yeah, learning to compartmentalize some is a good trait. For men, learning to have more empathy, that's also a great trait.
Yeah, this is a young woman, 15, 16 years old. She's still really learning so much about living in itself. And teaching our young people that when you play a sport, that by giving it your best, by doing, everything within the rules to play your best tennis is the object of the game. That's why you're out there. And how you treat your opponent, you can treat your opponent with respect. There can be a friendly rivalry where you're both bringing out the best in each other, but worrying about your opponent it's not appropriate at that moment. There's nothing really that you can do for them. It's not helping them. It's really almost like a subconscious way of you kind of like dropping out a little bit, not really giving it everything you have, not really going for it, not taking the risk. It's like something you say to yourself. I don't think this is just necessarily women, and men don't do this, that kind of thing. But we learn that we can compete, be a great opponent. I mean, if you're out there and you're competing and giving it all your best, giving it all you have, that kind of thing, and at the handshake, you're respecting your opponent, whether you win or lost. There's so much gain